Well, let's talk about this rematch. You mentioned it's November, December. December. We don't know a location yet. What are the details that you can share at this point?
Just that we've exercised the clause in the contract. Obviously, Andy was what we call a voluntary challenger, which means we chose him out of, wish we hadn't of now, but we chose. Yeah, I know.
I was going to ask you, do you regret choosing him?
I wanted to give people a proper fight, and so did AJ. We believe that if Joshua is what we believe he is, and what I believe I know he is, he should be beating Andy Ruiz. Okay, so he wanted to fight Ortiz. Maybe he would have had an easier night against Ortiz. Like, who knows? But when you choose someone like that and you give him a lot of money, you have the security of a rematch. Okay, so and he's going to make a lot of money in a rematch as well. But now it's about where it's going to be. That's the only thing to decide now is where it's going to be and what date. We've told him it's happening, and for me, the first thing I thought was we're going back to the UK. We got to win this fight. And AJ said something to me yesterday. It scared me a little bit. He's like, maybe we should do it at the Garden again. I'm like, why? He's like, because if I don't put it right there, then I may never get the credit. And I was like, I said, that's a remarkable attitude. Do you know what I mean? I said, but surely we should get the advantage. And he's like, yeah, but if we go to the Britain, will people say, yeah, but you've taken it to your hometown? I said, yeah, but you went to his country to defend it in the first place. He's like, okay, so we've got a lot of stuff to think about. I'm not ruling out America, but I do feel like having lost your belt, the importance of the rematch, you should do it in the UK, but nothing's decided yet.
But now AJ you mentioned that idea of doing it here in New York, so for me, hopefully it is in New York for me.
It would be a hell of a statement. It would be a hell of a statement because, like I said, the smart thing to do is do it in the UK. But I just feel like he's that kind of competitor where, maybe he wouldn't erase the demons if he didn't do it at the Garden. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But you've got to go and revisit those demons. Yeah. So how strong mentally are you? To even suggest it tells me he's very strong mentally. But again, no decisions yet.
What about? I'm sure you've heard Andy Ruiz several interviews says that if it's in the UK, he wants $50 million. What's your comment on that?
No, I mean, look, obviously, when we negotiate fights in voluntary defences, all that kind of stuff's taken care of. So he's going to make great money for the rematch. But we'll decide where it'll be, and the two options really are UK and the US. And I think probably next week we'll really start getting our teeth into exact dates and venue possibilities.
I know that he's a champion now, but do you think he's just asking for too much, 50 million?
No, again, it's like I said, when you sign a contract, a lot of those things are taken care of. So he knows his situation for the rematch. Probably be a little bit of posturing, but he's going to get paid very well for the rematch. But more importantly, that's his last obligation. If he wins the rematch, he's free to do whatever he wants, and he's going to have the world at his feet. But he's going to come across a very determined man in AJ. But again, Andy's confidence now is going to be through the roof, so it's going to be really difficult.